Live! What is up out there, horror fam? Oh my goodness! Who all do we? Horror fam, what?
So happy to see you.
Yeah, who all do we have in the house tonight? Get those devil horns up in the air, baby. Yeah, Patty Heckman, J.K., Daughter of Death, Dragon Blue. Oh my goodness, what are y'all up to?
Hi.
Hi. Oh man, I even made it and I'm having some sort of allergic outbreak all over my face.
He is. He didn't know. I had to tell him.
She did,
No,
like
I
right
did.
before, like 10 minutes before the stream, she's like, what?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening for your face? I'm like, what do you mean? It's so beautiful and cherub-like. And she's like, yeah, but besides that, it's got red splotches on it. But, yeah, which, you know, we have some big announcements tonight. Big announcements. And that actually leads me into the first one. So, I contacted a lot of you this week, and a lot of you contacted me. I also conducted a poll to see what day we should hold a live stream, or I should hold one every single week, no matter what, and it will never change.
Matter what?
Talk Horror stays consistent. Okay, so we have come up with Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday for the rest of your life.
Wow.
Yes, for the rest of your life, Talk Horror will be live. I'll be on here every Thursday, 8 p.m., period, no exceptions. I don't care if I'm having an outbreak on my face.
What if I'm having an outbreak?
Hey, then you know what?
He doesn't care.
Doesn't matter. I'll be here. I won't, you know what? You're going to have to take care of yourself. I'll be here.
All by myself.
I don't care if face huggers are eating me, cocaine-fueled bears are gnawing on my insides. I'm here.
That's probably going to be what happens.
That's probably going to be what happens, but I will be here.
The cocaine bear.
Yes. Vanderhoff, Juno, Sergeant George Ishak, what is up? Everybody.
What's going on, horror fam?
Yes. What is going on indeed?
I have something going on.
You do?
I do.
What?
I do.
What do you have?
So, you know, we get a lot of what a great horror fam member you are, Steven, but we don't ever talk about what a great boyfriend you are. So I'm gonna take a time out. Time out, everybody.
I'm a great boyfriend?
Today, okay, backstory. We're gonna start with some backstory.
And you don't have to give out too much info.
Not too much.
Or whatever.
But I would imagine that most of the horror fam has no idea that in 2016, I was packing up all my stuff to move, and my U-Haul got stolen. My full U-Haul. Full of everything I had ever owned in my life. Stolen. Gone. All of it, gone. The most precious to me being, well, sundry very personal items, but other than that, my book collection. Yeah. I am a bibliophile. I've been collecting books for years. Yes. First editions, signed editions, leather-bound, all kinds of stuff.
All gone, and the U-Haul was never... The U-Haul itself was recovered, but all of her stuff was stolen out of it. Gone. And U-Haul then tried to freaking put that on you.
Yeah. So a few weeks ago, Steven was talking to me about the fact that he had always wanted to get his hands on a copy of 30 Days of Night, the graphic novel, and had never been able to. And I told him, oh, funny you mentioned that. I used to have a signed copy. I met Steve Niles 10 years ago.
Steve Niles being the author.
And he signed my copy, and it was amazing, and gone forever.
Yeah, in the U-Haul incident.
Today, this came in the mail.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
And it is signed.
He contacted Steve Niles personally to ask him for a signed copy for moi.
Yes.
And it came with an extra book.
Yep. Mr. Niles also sent this.
And it came with this little... And it's also signed on the back. It's amazing.
Everything she just showed you is signed. I contacted Steve Niles personally because, like, I wanted to do that for you, kind of get it back.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, he's been sad that he's never been able to do anything to help me get any of my collection back. And then he found a way.
I did. And I contacted Mr. Niles, and let me tell you, he sent me stuff that I had no idea was coming.
Like this little guy?
Like that little guy, actually. Yeah, like he said he would, include that other book. But I was surprised to see that come out. And he signed all of it. So.
My little plushie Zero.
Yes.
He's amazing. And I love him.
And it's signed only to you. It is yours. It is my gift to you. And Steve Niles, great guy. Thank you for that, Mr. Niles.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
So, yay! I just had to share, especially because it is, in fact, horror related. And oddly enough, I don't have a lot of horror in my collection, so it was kind of a perfect melding, merging.
Yeah. And awesome. She has said that she will let me read her book.
I will let him read it.
I've wanted to for a long time. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not that kind of collector that keeps things under. No,
Sweet.
Please read it.
Can't wait.
Yay! So I'm having a good day.
It is a great day. Great day. Okay, so another thing that has sort of made I sort of want to make a big announcement here is we have been playing video games lately.
We have.
And, we did decide every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the live streams. However, another very, very popular pick was Fridays. And I do feel bad if people can't make it on the Thursdays. So we may experiment with playing video games on live stream. Now, it won't be as a setup like this. We did a test stream of it. Some of you joined in on that. And it was us sitting on the couch in the dark playing video games.
It was. You basically just got to hang out with us while we do what we do.
So that is a possible big announcement that might be coming. Either way, we're going to be playing with it. And we'll see how that goes. I also see John Heckman, what's up? He said, nice move, dude. I guess we will keep you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nate Blanche, what's up, brother man? I'm getting a lot of thumbs up and claps in here. I feel so good. DOD busted me out. She's like, playing with it. I see what you did there.
Oh, Patty says I look great. Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, thank you, Patty. Okay, another announcement is that tonight's goal is to see Cocaine Bear in theaters and take you along with us.
Fun!
Now, I'm not going to say we'll live stream it because technical difficulties there.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
No. But we will film ourselves before we go and see Cocaine Bear, possibly in the vehicle on the drive there, discussing what we think is going to happen, take you on that little road trip with us, take you to not see the movie, but then get our thoughts immediately after the movie.
Immediately after.
And maybe even the Sweet Frog to get some yogurt. I haven't decided, but that is on the table. But if y'all want to see that is tonight's goal.
Awesome.
And when does Cocaine Bear come out? February 24th?
February 24th.
Ooh, that's right after my birthday, so...
Yeah.
That would be super cool. Super cool, and y'all would get to go along. Okay, so tonight, we are going to be talking about 2023's upcoming horror movies. And let me tell you something, folks. 2023 has a lot in store for us.
It really does.
A lot.
Like a lot.
So I want to know right now, give me the devil horns or give me the thumbs down if you think horror could be on the rise. Because we know horror's been in a little bit of a slump lately, but I'm telling you what, man, it may be making the old comeback.
I'm excited.
I am too. And yeah, we have that drink flowing, so everybody get that drink out. Even Anna is participating.
I am.
We have a lot to talk about tonight. Heck yeah, you do.
All right,
first up, Megan, which came out January 6th. And we watched it yesterday.
We did. We just watched it last night.
Yes, and
for you.
We totally did, and we included Megan on as part of the thumbnail.
Yeah.
to let you all know that we're going to be talking about this movie. And let me tell you something. My expectations going into this, I was like, oh my God, this is a total ripoff of the Child's Play remake from, I believe it was 2019.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you something, folks. I was wrong.
Yeah.
The Child's Play remake had creativity. It was way better. So it is a ripoff. And I also, by the way, I did see a tweet from Chucky talking a little bit of smack to Megan. He's like, everybody wants to be me.
Yeah, that's true.
And
everybody
it is true.
Does want to be Chucky.
So Megan follows the story of a little girl who loses her parents in a car accident and goes to live with her aunt.
Yeah, her mom's sister.
Who's kind of like an aunt. Like I don't know why they would send this little girl to live with her, but... No. She does. No. And the aunt is like a toy designer, creator, and also programmer because, they do all the jobs.
All of it.
All of it. They design it, they Photoshop it, they know 3D rendering, they know programming. They are...
All of it.
This aunt is just a beast.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
sort of, except she immediately forgets the most important part of her job. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, with the aunt is developing Megan, which is an artificial intelligence doll, and she kind of exploits her relationship with. Really, it doesn't really get into this that much, but really, what she's doing is exploiting her relationship with her niece by creating this doll for her to test it on.
She tests
the doll
on her niece without installing any safety protocols in the doll first.
Yeah. So,
now, I don't know how much sci-fi horror crossover fans we have here, but I'm a big sci-fi... Okay, why aren't there any safety protocols in this robot before she hands it to a child?
I don't know, but okay, but hey, it is what it is. So you all know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
It looked very cheap. It looked like there was not a lot, and as a matter of fact, I guessed the budget.
He did. We were watching. He was like, "This is a $10 million movie,"
and then I looked it up, and it was actually 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just looked like another one of those movies where Jason Blum is going to market the dog shit out of it, but not put any actual money into the product.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, Megan showed up at the damn Super Bowl or something.
Oh, did
a group of them.
Oh,
and
that hasn't happened yet.
or not the playoffs or whatever.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait a second.
I had a halftime show or something. Who knows? Jason Blum doesn't have that Super Bowl money. Let's get real. But
after Michael, he doesn't have the Super Bowl money?
That's true.
He might.
But yes, it was very, very silly, very cheaply made, and it was one of those movies where the writing is bad because it's like they don't give you valid reasons to dislike or for Megan to act on these characters like her victims. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they just make everybody suck. Right. So when Megan does make a kill, you're like, oh yeah, I don't have to deal with that person anymore. But it's not. But like Megan has no motivation to kill that person.
No.
Nothing.
No.
She just. It's just the audience would not like that person, so...
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
So as for me, I want to get some, give me the devil horns if you liked Megan. Give me the thumbs down if you did not like Megan. We definitely have some
people in here who did. Vanderhoff liked it, which is cool.
Vanderhoff says he liked Megan. That's cool, man. I'm glad you had a fun time with it. The last 20 minutes, it really kicks into overdrive. But to me... It's one of those movies that has a gimmick, and that's all it has.
Yeah. JP says last 20 minutes were good.
Yeah, there you go, JP. Exactly. The last 20 minutes, things pick up, and there's some death scenes and stuff like that, but literally none of it makes sense, and then you've already sat through an hour and 20 minutes of unlikable characters. You have nobody to root for.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem with the film. No one was likable enough to where you're like, oh... Yeah. I'm really invested here in whether or not anybody died. No, whatever. Kill them all. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. So she kill them all, and then the character arc of the aunt and the little girl, which has absolutely no motivation to reach this point that they come to at all.
Oh, Vanderhoff, I wanted Megan to win. Okay, so if that's the point of view you're watching the film from, I could imagine like you would have a very different feel for it. I could see that you would enjoy that more, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, I want Megan to win.
Yeah.
Cool. I
can see that.
I like it, Vanderhoff.
JK says, haven't seen it, but I'm just not interested. Honestly, we were having that problem because to me it looked like a ripoff of the Child's Play remake, and it looked like I could tell it was just going to be one of those movies that has a gimmick, and they market the shit out of said gimmick, and that's all it has. It goes no deeper. I was pretty much right.
Yeah. But we watched it for you, horror fam, because we love you.
We totally did.
All right, so what is coming out this year that you are looking
that we are
to?
excited about? Well, we have, okay, now we're going to go through this list in order of release date.
We are. So this is not in order of excitement, in order of release date, so you know what's coming out next.
Yes. So, Kids vs. Aliens, which comes out January 20th, 2023, may be a fun one.
It might be fun. I think it's going to be fun.
You're more into it than I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I really like... Okay, so it's by the director of Treevenge,
Jason Eisner, which is a short Christmas horror film I just showed you for your first time.
He did.
It was great.
In which the Christmas trees exact their revenge. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
As they should.
Super cheesy and silly, and I loved it. But this is clearly, if you guys have seen VHS 2, I know we just did...
VHS 2 franchise discussion. Yeah.
Discussion. Mm-hmm. VHS 2 has a segment directed by Jason Eisner. And this is like, Kids vs. Aliens is an expanded version of that short.
Yes.
In which, kids who get left home alone for the weekend are invaded by aliens.
Yeah, I believe the short's called Alien Abduction Slumber Party, which kind of sums it up.
Basically, yeah.
But yes, it's like it's a full feature-length version
of that short.
Of that.
Yeah.
You have something going on.
Wow.
Yeah, you just got a text there. But...
I'm only looking because it's one of our channel members.
Yeah, so it could be
something's wrong with the stream.
Technical difficulties.
Make sure. Let's see. You have a strange reflection. Oh, it's my eyeglasses reflecting the light that we need for the. So we need the light and we need my glasses. So sorry, everybody, you got to deal with the reflection.
Got to deal with it, boys.
But thank you.
So Slumber Party Alien Abduction gets expanded into a feature film in Kids vs. Aliens, or at least that's how it appears.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So these kids are just having a party on, what is it, Halloween?
Which is an added bonus for the movie because we love movies that take place on Halloween.
And we're talking about some are like teenagers and some are like truly little kids, probably like 12.
Yeah, middle school kids, probably.
Yeah. And to me, it looks like a cross between, like, Stranger Things and Slumber Party Alien Abduction. It has that, even the music...
It's got that Goonies feel, because let's be real, Stranger Things is...
Well, even the music... even the music sounds like the Stranger Things theme.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
And the Stranger Things soundtrack. Mm-hmm. But you also have those edgy little kids, which I've noticed becomes a trend in 2023. I mean, it's kind of been like a little bit of a trend anyway, but like, the little foul-mouthed kids who appear for shock value, like a 12-year-old, like, who's supposed to be nerd or whatever, and he's like, yeah, suck it, bitch! I
was a really foul-mouthed 12-year-old, so I don't know.
That's true, you were.
So that's been happening since the 90s.
Well, guys. I think, but I mean, it's a trend in horror. It's like the Betty White trend, is what I call. Betty White kind of started that thing where she's going to say something crazy just for shock value because it's Betty White.
Yeah.
So now they're kind of doing that with kids, but that is Kids versus Aliens, and you're looking forward to it more than me, but I think it could be fun.
It's going to be fun.
I totally think it could be fun.
I have faith. It's going to be fun. After that is... That's right. I have old school notes, guys.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we totally do. Well, let's see the comments here while we're between movies. Vanderhoff really liked the power washer scene in the shed in Megan. He thought that was great. We know what he's talking about. I don't know if we should spoil that for anybody, but it's pretty, yuck.
I love using a power washer, so it was good for me.
Oh, man. Daughter of Death says, I want to see Kevin McAllister fight off aliens. You and me both.
Yeah.
I think they should have just let Kevin McAllister be in the film Aliens. I think he would have been more competent than some of the Marines.
Hey. It's one of my favorite movies.
Me too. I love it. But I think Kevin McAllister could have whipped some ass.
Forever Apone.
Yeah, I think he could have whipped some ass.
He might have set some really cool traps.
Yeah, like that green goo. That super slick green goo he uses in Home Alone 2.
We just would have had aliens slipping around and...
Yeah, because they would have been like, oh, this is some of more of our acid spit. We can or acid blood. We can walk all over this.
But really...
But really, whoops, Home Alone fall.
Cans in the face.
The xenomorphs would not be ready for that kind of heat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Juno says, and this is... in relation to us talking about like the edgy kids and stuff they're doing in horror movies, she says, I'm getting tired of that. That's what turned me off about the It remake. Yeah, I had like, it's not that like but man, that one kid, what was it, Eddie?
Yeah, he did him.
Or not? No, Richie. Richie would not shut up.
Yeah, he was just overwritten. It wasn't like the kid's fault.
But I don't care. He would not shut up. Richie would not shut up. I didn't say, Richie,
I know.
Finn Wolford.
I know. But...
Richie would not shut up, man.
All right. Next film on the list.
Knock at the Cabin.
By Shamalama Ding Dong.
By ShamWow. Coming out February 3rd, 2023.
That's right. Are you all ready for the next M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because it's like gambling almost. You never know. You could win big.
It is.
Or lose horribly.
Oh my God.
You never know. You never know. It's exciting.
Yes, you never know about M. Night Shyamalan, man. There's when he drops the ball, he really drops that son
But when he picks it up, he runs for a touchdown. I mean, you just never know. But his movies that I love.
Yeah.
But his movies that I hate, oh God.
Oh my God, they're bad.
Oh, they're bad.
And I haven't even seen The Village. I have never seen that. And
there's a lot of his canon I feel like is really kind of tears people. Like they're really...
Yeah.
I love The Village, but a lot of people don't.
Tons of people don't. But
I love it.
People talk mad smack about that movie.
I think I figured out earlier than The Village. Before The Village came out, I figured out that his trailers have nothing to do with the movie. So a lot of people get disappointed by the movie because they think they're going to see something that they don't see. Yeah. So it's like, don't look at the trailer. That. Go watch the movie because it's about something totally different than the trailer tells you that it's about.
Yeah.
Just know that, and
Yeah.
You see Shamalama Ding Dong on a wing and a prayer. Really?
Yeah, you really do. I mean, he has, like for instance, The Happening. That was a badass trailer that really lured me in, and then I went and watched it, and it's one of the worst films I've ever seen in theaters, if not in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That movie took great actors, because I've seen them in other things, and they do very well. It took and made them terrible actors and actresses. So, Knock at the Cabin, though, follows a family that are basically being held hostage at their vacation cabin by this group of people who believe they know that the apocalypse is coming. Mm-hmm. And this family has to do things.
They have choices they have to make. And their choices will determine whether or not the apocalypse comes. What?
Yeah. And it has Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
So he's really become a thing. He has really stepped it up. Cool to see him, but man, he looks totally weird in this movie. Like, I remember he's got some weird stuff going on. Going to be interesting to see what's up with his character.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, But I feel like it's like you said, every time it's a gamble, man. You never know what you're going to get with him, and it could just infuriate me because, like, Devil was good, as JK says. The Visit was good. I liked The Visit.
I love Signs.
You like Signs. The Happening, trash. Old was... Oh my God. Old was unbearable. Once again, another one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, so Knock at the Cabin, I'm looking forward to it. I want to check it just to see what happens, but I'm telling you now, M. Night Shyamalan, if you trick me one more damn time, it's over. I'll never watch. I don't give a damn.
This is his last chance with you?
This is his last chance. If he puts out a good one, because The Old was horrible. That's the last thing I watched by him. If he puts out a good one, then I'm willing to eat another bad one afterward. And, like, be like, okay, I can give him another chance because, you know.
Interesting.
Knock at the Cabin was good. But I'm telling you now, man, I've had it. He is so 50-50. I've had it with him.
Yep.
I can't do 2 shitty movies in a row from him. He pisses me off so bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Juno says, the only movie I like from him is The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Devil, and Split. And gosh, never seen Old. That's one of the most stupidest...
Never see Old.
Never see Old. That's one of the most stupidest movies I've ever seen. Everyone does dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Juno summed it up for you. You don't have to watch Old now if you were contemplating it.
Visit was good. Yep.
Yes, JK also says that Twist in the Visit was so simple, but brilliant. Let me tell you what. That movie had me the moment that dude just shoves a diaper in that kid's face.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk about Visit often,
you just see his hair flop around. It's fucking hilarious. It's so gross.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's interesting about Shyamalan is I feel like even though they're, you know, I think anyone could unquestionably say some of his movies are good and some of them are bad. But which ones are good and which ones are bad really depend on who you're talking to.
That's true.
Which is weird.
That's true.
Right? Like, maybe The Happening is universally hated. Like, maybe. But other than that, I feel like, you know, people really... It's even some of the ones you're like, no, that was terrible. I bet there's some people out there that really liked them. And vice versa, you know?
So I want to know right now, give me devil horns or give me thumb downs on M. Night Sherbert. Let me know what y'all think.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
Shamalama Sherbert Bowl. Let me know what y'all think of him. Thumbs up. Or, I mean, devil horns up or thumbs down. I want to know what the general consensus is right now.
I like that he's at least out there swinging. He's swinging his bat, man.
He is.
He swings that bat.
He does. But sometimes he pisses against the wind.
Sometimes he misses.
That he does. So next up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
The film we're all really waiting for this year.
That is true.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, baby.
That's
oh
right.
my God.
You know you're all waiting to see Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, which our stream goal tonight is modeled after.
Yep.
If you guys contribute to this goal, you will contribute to us going to see this movie in theaters.
That's
and
right.
we'll take you along for the ride.
Now, at first, I didn't really know if I wanted to see this movie or not. And then I read that it is being directed by Elizabeth Banks, and I love her. I love her. Elizabeth Banks, if you are out there, I would love to be your friend. We would be besties. We would hang out, get our nails done. It would be amazing.
And let's not forget, it also stars Ray Liotta.
It does! Yay!
Rest his soul! Ray Liotta. It's based on
True events. Happening in Kentucky.
No, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. It was the K.
So it was the K, but it takes place in Briggs's neck of the woods. So this might finally be our way to get Briggs unalived.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Briggs could be eaten by a cocaine bear. So, Cocaine Bear follows the story of a mass amount of cocaine on an airplane that crashes. Does the airplane crash? Or
I don't know if the airplane crashes,
airplane?
but I think they're dumping it, like from the trailer, it looks like they're literally throwing the cocaine out of the plane.
Yeah. And
It's crazy.
A bear gets into this pile of cocaine and just downs it. I mean, he takes that shit to the dome.
Chaos ensues. I mean, I really don't. Murder, mayhem, chaos.
Yeah, and then the bear goes on a cocaine-fueled killing spree.
Yeah, because why wouldn't it?
This sounds like a new generation's Sharknado.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But I knew it was bigger than I ever thought it could be when we were coming out of seeing Violent Night.
Uh-huh.
And I saw the poster for it in the movie theater. And we both just stared at it.
Yeah,
just
we were like, whoa.
Pissed off.
Cocaine bear. This is happening.
Cocaine bear.
Yeah. It should be gory. It should be funny. Yes, Juno.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be both those things, which is awesome.
Yeah, so is it going to be a doped up grizzly? I mean, yes, it looks
I know what I'm not going to do.
Uh-huh.
I am not going to read the true events until after I've seen the movie.
No,
I don't
want to
know what really happened. I'm sure it's much tamer than what's going to happen in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. So,
until after.
But we're going to go check it out. It should be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, providing we hit our goal.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You know you want to help us see Cocaine Bear.
Yes, DOD says it looks dope. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
This is why she's sister wife.
It is. It totally is. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks really fun. Looks really silly.
Mm-hmm.
So we're Cocaine Bear. We're excited.
Yeah.
Next up, keep in mind, folks, we're only in February right now.
Yeah, that's what February 24th. Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
Scream 6, March 10th.
March 10th, Scream 6. Or as I like to call it, Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
Is that's just a great way of putting it.
Ghostface
I don't
Takes
know how to...
That's it.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all you need to know. It's Scream 6. Don't
And-
expect anything you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Including actors and actresses, right? Like, it's all...
Well, Jenna Ortega returns.
But that's what I'm saying. It's all,
Yes.
you know.
Well,
Hayden
but
Panettiere.
Hayden Panettiere returns to the franchise, which nobody was expecting.
And Dermot Mulroney.
Yes. Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox is back, of course.
Nev Campbell does not return. And Ghostface, the big difference about this one, babe, I don't know if you're ready for this. Ghostface gets a Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 makeover because his mask is dirty.
Yeah.
His mask. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, ooh, well, if they can grime up Michael Myers' mask.
We can do that.
Okay.
And you know, Ghostface, you know, and like, you know, Courtney Cox is talking to Ghostface on the phone, and it's all, this never works out for the man behind the mask. You know that, right? And he's like, yeah, but you've never faced one like me. And it's okay. So you know what? Scream 6, we'll watch it. It may be a theater trip for you, babe. Oh yeah, I'm pumped I'm gonna make you watch this one in theaters. And who knows if Hayden Pantaloon will make it to the end or not in this one. She did in...
Do you really like Hayden Pantaloon? So I do.
Hayden Panini could...
Hayden Panini from back in her Remember the Titans days.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And let's not forget her in Until Dawn.
Well, love Until Dawn. Loved her in Nashville. Yeah. But been a fan since Remember the Titans, and she's the little girl who talks mad smack. She's amazing.
Yeah. I'm with Juno. Juno says, I hope Kirby, that's Hayden Panettiere, I know you haven't even seen that one.
I haven't.
Becomes the final girl. The two sisters were very annoying. I agree. Please let Hayden Panettiere
be the final girl.
Be the final girl. Just give me that, Scream.
That'd be great.
You're not giving me much anymore. Give me that.
Yep.
But, yeah. So, Scream 6, we'll check it out. All right.
The next movie on our list only ended up, honestly, only ended up on our list because I had to look up a list of movies coming out, horror movies coming out in 2023. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest with the horror fam, I used Bloody Disgusting's list just to familiarize myself with what was coming out. And they listed it. And I love sci-fi, so I was like, woo! And then Stephen was like, So the movie is 65.
Yeah.
With Adam Driver. He plays an astronaut. And he fights dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
story.
I don't even know if
it's a monster movie.
Yeah.
It's a horror sci-fi. Whatever. Monster movies are horror films. I don't know why something in the last 10, 15 years people are like, monster movies aren't horror films. They are. Since when?
I don't know.
Since 10 years ago. I don't know.
What?
I want to see it.
I'll check it out for you.
Thanks. If I have to watch Scream 6, he has to watch 65.
What?
Them's
you gonna
the
do me
rules.
like that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If anybody wants to know more about that, we'll get into it. If not, we'll do... Oh, I mean, this is probably why it gets some horror nods, though. It's written and directed by the writers of Quiet Place. It's produced by Sam Raimi. So it is getting the, horror nudges. Yeah. So maybe there's lots of great... I mean, there can't be that much great gore. It's because it's not... It's just monsters. Yeah. It's a monster movie.
Well,
okay.
You know how that is.
But... The next one,
we're
both excited for, yes?
Yes, we are. Yes, it's Renfield, coming out on April 14th.
With my cousin, Nick Cage, playing Dracula.
Yes, he does. Now, for the trailer for this, we didn't get to see much Nicolas Cage.
We didn't. You got his voice a lot.
He does show up at the end, though.
Yeah, you get his voice a number of times.
But this story apparently follows Renfield, who is played by Nicholas Hoult. You may know him from Warm Bodies and My Chemical Romance.
The X-Men First Class movies.
You didn't laugh at My Chemical Romance.
I got your My Chemical Romance.
You left me hanging, babe.
I'm sorry.
You're supposed to act like I'm really funny on these. But, yeah, so it follows... It follows him. He's doing his best to take care of Dracula. It's like a new age tale, and Renfield is really badass in this one. It looks really, really, really goofy, funny, and that's about it. He's like the whole trailer takes place at a meeting.
Oh yeah, it's Renfield is trying to get out of his toxic relationship with Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very...
Yeah, and then the host of the meeting messes up and invites Dracula in. He's like, come on in, share your story. And all hell breaks loose, so it could be fun.
Yep.
And Briggs is totally disagreeing with you here, babe. He says not all monster movies are horror films. And he says most of the Godzilla films are pure action or adventure.
Perhaps. But there's a lot of crossover even in action, adventure, and horror, right? Because Aliens... the sequel to Alien, is absolutely pure action adventure. But a lot of people would put it in horror just because it's the sequel to Alien.
Absolutely.
Right? See, there's
it's a horror movie.
Absolutely. Even though it's an action film. It's not a horror film. It's an action film.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much, but it's a horror film too.
Right? So is Terminator. An interesting thing about Terminator...
I totally agree
is it's both an action film and a monster film, even though the monster's a robot.
Yeah.
But still... categorically, robots are monsters. In films, they play monsters, right?
Yeah.
That's... Anyways.
Damn! Take your seat, Briggs. Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, folks, Renfield is April 14th. We're only in April.
Right?
And we're going to stay there because April 21st, Evil Dead Rise.
So we'll be hitting the theaters 2 weeks in a row.
Yes. Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Is Evil Dead in an apartment complex.
So much worse.
Absolutely.
So much worse than a small cabin.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I don't,
looks really gruesome.
Looks really bloody.
Yeah.
Tons of gore.
Yeah.
And just creepy, man. It looks like it's going to be Evil Dead. And I loved the last, Evil Dead film we got in 2013, the remake.
The remake.
I absolutely loved that.
Yeah.
So...
it does have a terrible poster.
It does. Thank you, Juno. The poster for it is horrendous. I've seen fan posters that are much better.
Yeah, why would they do that?
It's like they should, but I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jonas.
Yeah, we're drinking Jonas's beer
Yeah.
tonight. Or this may have been James's. I'm not sure.
No, that was Jonas.
This was Jonas's too?
Yeah.
So, Evil Dead Rise, another film we're seeing in April.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be super fun times.
Absolutely. All right. And then we take a short break, or maybe there's just stuff that hasn't been announced yet, but Insidious 5.
Woo!
July 7th.
Insidious 13. July.
Yeah. It's just called Insidious, The Dark Realm. Which tells me I hope that means we're going to be spending a lot of time in the Dark Realm.
Patrick Wilson not only returns to the series as an actor,
but he's directing the film.
He is directing this, and his kid, Dalton, is now grown up and in college.
He's going to college.
That's how long the series has been going on.
Does that make you feel old?
Oh, man, yeah. Dalton is now a college kid.
Dalton's in college.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah. Could be cool.
I hope so.
I do, too.
You know?
Yeah. It'll be a fun one to see. Fun one to check out. We'll probably have to do an Insidious marathon leading up to it.
Yeah, I think I've only seen the first 2.
Okay. So we'll check them out.
Yeah, I got some catch up to play.
Okay, now we'll take a break to check out some comments.
Okay.
John Heckman says he is with you, Dragon Blues, when you were discussing monster movies being horror movies.
Thank you.
Juno says Evil Dead Rise has a terrible poster. Yes.
Yeah.
JP is talking about Kill Her Goats trailer. Is awesome.
Should I write that down?
We might have to check that out. Jonas says, sorry I'm late, y'all. Got caught up. Jonas!
Damn it, Jonas.
Damn it, Jonas. We counted on you. We should have never let him leave the basement. I knew this would happen.
Jonas says, Nicolas Cage is doing his Vampire Kiss character in Renfield, which got me laughing and wanted... Yes. Yeah. Have you ever seen Vampire Kiss?
No, what the hell's that?
He has a lot of Nick Cage catching up to do, I think so.
I totally do.
Gotta take you on that journey.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Nicolas Cage guru. Not like you are.
Well, welcome to the family.
Yeah, no crap, huh? But Juno also says, the 2013 Evil Dead remake is one of the most violent remakes ever made and was insane seeing in theaters. I saw it in theaters as well. That
would have been tough for me.
I love it.
I saw it at home, thankfully.
Yeah. And I bought like the unrated director's version or whatever, and it's...
So that's what I saw.
Bad to the bone.
Oh, man.
It is so good.
It is so good. It is so intense.
It is very intense.
It's like once the action kicks off, it does not stop, does not let you take a breath. It's like...
No.
No,
It does not. I love the Evil Dead remake.
Yeah. It is one I know I can hear like the wheels in Patty Heckman's head going right now. No.
Don't watch it.
Not for you.
It's
so anybody who doesn't like a lot of gore
I don't know,
or
babe.
intensity.
One of the characters is a nurse.
No.
Patty might really like that. She'll be like, I can put myself in her shoes.
No. For people who don't like a lot of gore and intensity, no. Right? Like it is so gory and so intense. Yeah.
Very much so.
But it's also very good.
Yeah. Nate Blanche wants to know if I liked Chucky Season 2. I didn't like Chucky Season 1, so
we didn't watch Chucky Season 2.
Yeah, I didn't like the first episode, man. Maybe, no. I don't want to waste my time after seeing the first episode of Season 1, so... However, Juno says, what's your thoughts on American Horror Story? I really liked some of the seasons of that.
Yeah. You love some of the seasons of that.
I love them. The first season, the second season. Coven is shitty. Freak Show is a return to form. I really like Freak Show. So yeah. But then what it devolved into was just trash. So... Yeah, I do like American Horror Story, some of the seasons, though. Some of them are really great. Jonas, we have not and will not talk about The Exorcist tonight because I am in no way, shape, or form looking forward to that piece of shit that's going to come out by David Gordon Green. Yes, I don't, and Blumhouse, like, please, God, don't let them touch that. Like, I hope something, I just hope something, I hope the Exorcist curse is true, and it takes hold and eliminates them from the plans.
Awesome.
Okay, so next up, though,
on our list,
very shortly on our list, August 4th. We have Meg 2, The Trench, and I'm only mentioning this because I actually saw the first one in theaters. I owe it a rewatch, though, because I went with some people, and it was so cheesy. We just ended up laughing and talking the entire time, did not take it seriously, did not follow the story.
You can't. Like, that's not the type of... Yeah, it's like watching, Piranhas or...
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So, Meg 2 might be a fun summer movie to watch. It's a shark movie. Jason Statham returns. Whatever. That's the Meg 2. That could be cool.
Sweet. Okay, so the next one on our list is one that doesn't have a trailer out yet, so I have no idea if it's going to be any good or it's going to be total trash. Whatever, but it's The Last Voyage of the Demeter. And for those of you who love classic horror, the Demeter is the ship that Dracula takes from Transylvania, or wherever it is he has to get on his ship, to London. And if you'll recall, the ship gets there, and everyone on it has been slaughtered, right? So, it's just one chapter in the novel. It gets mentioned in most of the films about Dracula. Now we get a whole movie of what happens during that, probably, month-long journey on board this ship. So
on the Demeter.
I'm looking forward to that.
That would be cool.
Dracula is the first, I think, horror novel I read way back in the way back. So, yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Should be cool. Hopefully.
Next up, on September 8th, we have The Nun 2, which we liked The Nun 1.
I did like it.
Taissa Farmiga returns to the series.
Is it the same director? Did you happen to notice? I think it was.
Sure.
I think they said it was, but no, I don't remember.
Michael Chavez?
I don't remember.
Isn't that? But yeah, that'll be
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good. Yay!
Where's our Valak at?
Oh, same Valak, same actor portraying Valak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say him. Anyways.
Daughter of Death says Blumhouse ruined Martyrs. It's personal. Yes! Fuck you, Blumhouse. I'll be the first to say it. Yeah. But Martyrs, we're going to have to... I don't know. I don't know. But Martyrs is so good. It's so good. What would you say, Briggs? Do you think Martyrs is more brutal than the Evil Dead remake? Let me know what y'all think.
Sometimes for me, it's not about necessarily the brutality in and of itself, if it's just physically brutal. A lot of it has to do with how psychologically brutal it is, if that makes sense. That can be more disturbing to me.
No, DOD. Anna has not seen Martyrs.
No, I haven't seen it.
No. Can you crack that open?
I can.
Thank you. Next up, we have Saw 10 on October 27th. Saw 10. Open it up, another drink here, baby.
And the director directed which previous Saw films did you...
Kevin Grutert, he directed, I believe, part 6 and the final chapter.
Okay.
But he edited...
Most of them?
Most of them.
Okay.
And...
Did you like the ones that he directed, out of curiosity?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
And he also, I think he directed Jigsaw.
Okay.
But Tobin Bell is back as well. And I don't know, man. It's just one of those where it's like... I love the Saw franchise. Let me say this. Saw 1 through 7 we'll say that, to me, was one of the strongest horror franchises in terms of quality, in my opinion.
Okay.
The movies were good. You know, they didn't totally go off the rails. There wasn't some bullshit. There wasn't some... You know what I'm saying? I mean, for God's sakes, okay, being honest here, you know, I'm not talking shit about my other, you know, horror franchises, because God knows I love them too.
He does. We watch them a lot.
Friday the 13th, Jason went to hell. Jason went to space. Jason went to Manhattan.
He went to Manhattan.
There was an imposter Jason. And like I said, I'm not talking shit, but...
Yeah, because you love
story-wise, I do.
Yeah.
But story-wise, they...
Jumped the shark.
They jumped the shark.
Yeah.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you have part 2, which is a total departure from whether you... And I like it, but...
I know, I think I'm the only one who doesn't. I get it.
Whether, you know, but... And then you get into part 4.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You get into Leatherface, and I'm not talking about part 3. I'm talking about Leatherface, the prequel.
Okay.
I'm talking about...
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. I gotcha.
You know, Leprechaun went to the hood twice. Exactly, JK. So I'm saying the Saw franchise...
Saw stayed in its wheelhouse.
...was very good. Very consistent.
Okay.
And they tried. By God, you might not have liked it, but man, they tried with their story.
Okay.
It's not like they just became body count movies.
Right.
So... That was so consistent, man. And then you get Jigsaw, which is meh, you know. But my God, when Spiral came out, that was like the first truly, definitively shitty entry.
Yeah.
Like, this one isn't even like mediocre and passable. This was shit.
Oh, yeah.
So...
It was.
And it's like... So Saw 10, it's like, oh my God, okay, we messed up. You know, we gotta go back. We're gonna try to get it back.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring in Kevin Greutert and Tobin Bell and
yeah,
reboot whatever the hell they're trying to do. I don't even know the story of it, but...
Recapture their,
Yeah, they're trying... I don't know, man. Either way, I've seen all of the Saw films in theaters.
So we'll be seeing this one.
So we will be seeing this one in theaters, and I hope it's good.
Cool thing is, it comes out for Halloween. It's out October 27th.
Mm-hmm. If it's Halloween, it must be Saw.
So that should be cool.
For those of you...
Yeah, because Spiral even screwed that, didn't it? It came out in the summer.
Yeah.
It did. We were in California for it. It was the summer. Yeah. So, and it's interesting. The horror fam is torn on this film. It's fun to watch the reaction. Some people are really excited for Saw 10, and some people are like, ugh.
Yeah. I can see why with the route they've went. It's, you know, but...
Yeah.
And it wasn't some people's cup of tea anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was unfairly misjudged in the very you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's torture porn. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single piece of torture in the shit.
What?
Where like Hostel, where somebody's tied to a chair and... Yeah,
oh, that kind of...
That's torture. But...
Torture. Got it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you, DOD. She's offering to watch Martyrs with me.
Hey, there we go.
She can hold my hand.
Yeah, there you go. Two sister wives together, just supporting each other.
While I cry and watch the movie.
Yeah. Bo Daddy will be in the other room, letting you two have your alone time.
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's see. Daughter of Death asks favorite Saw traps. There's a lot, but I would say the angel wing trap, I think it was, with Carrie.
Oh, is that the one that splits open?
That splits open. I absolutely love that. Juno says Julian Sands has been missing since January 13th while hiking in the Los Angeles mountains, and he still hasn't been found. Lots of prayers for him and his family. Absolutely.
Yeah, Steven checks in on that news every day.
Oh, God. Yeah, apparently he was a really, really good guy, too.
Yeah.
So, please do not be dead, Julian Sands, but I have a horrible feeling he's he has expired. He has went to horror heaven.
Well,
damn it.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
I hope so. I hope he's just like a badass at bushcraft, and he's just out there.
Right? You never know. He found a cave.
Yeah. Apparently, during their search for him, like, it had to be called off because the weather was so harsh.
Yeah.
So please, Julian Sands.
Yeah.
Be safe, man. Yeah. Juno said she thought Jigsaw was great seeing it in theaters. I could, like I said, it was to me like, hey. So I could see it going either way. Somebody being like, no, this is shit, I hate it. Or somebody being like, man, I really like that.
Yeah.
So, Daughter of Death, I actually need to watch Rose Red. I haven't seen that, but I do own it back there. I know him from Warlock. I used to watch that all the time as a kid. And Arachnophobia. Julian Sands is just total badass. Next up, and this is a to-be-determined date.
You want to hit one that comes on with a date before we move to the to-be-determined? The last one we have a date for is Ghostbusters 5.
Ghostbusters 5. And I haven't even seen Ghostbusters 4, so... But
there's another installment coming. December 20th, Ghostbusters 5.
Yeah, so I'm sure we don't
really have a lot to say about it.
No. I'm sure we'll end up checking it out at some point. But man, it's like they kind of lost me on that franchise when Harold Ramis died.
Oh. Yeah.
And it's like they did not ever make a sequel or do anything with that franchise when, all the original cast and stuff was alive. And it's like...
Well, maybe Dan Aykroyd always wanted to, and Harold wouldn't let him, and then...
I don't know.
Because it was originally... Well, anyways.
Well, and then the next one we got was like... Well, but then the next one we got was an all-female, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. So I just wasn't interested, whether it's a good movie or not, I just wasn't interested. And then Ghostbusters...
He doesn't like girls.
Yeah, I'm totally not a fan of women, if you folks can't tell. But... and then same side of the coin, man, I wasn't inspired to watch Ghostbusters 4.
Yeah. Oh, JP says Ghostbusters Aftermath, which is Ghostbusters 4, was really good.
Cool. He says it was a tribute to Harold Ramis.
Yeah, Necro says the same thing. Necro loved Aftermath as well. So, it was a tribute to Harold Ramis.
Yeah. Grassman in the house. What's going up, brother? Grassman said, DOD says, who you going to call? And Grassman answered with the black phone.
Even the phone is haunted.
Oh my god. It's like an Amityville phone.
Now you can do your to-be-determined films.
So our to-be-determined films, the date has yet to be set.
Yep.
Is Maxine, which is, of course, a... part of the Ty West X trilogy.
That's right. 3rd installment.
And it will follow Maxine on her road back to pursue her career as an actress in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to check it out, and I still need to check out Pearl.
We haven't seen Pearl yet. We're a little behind, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We totally do.
Yeah.
We totally do. And next up, we have Salem's Lot. And to be fair, I added this to the list because it is such a big name, I feel like.
It is.
But I am not particularly excited to see it.
No. And apparently it's not, it's like a reimagining of Stephen King's story, i.e. it's a total rewrite.
Yeah.
Just using his name and
using the name
else.
To make money off of it. But,
it's a reimagining.
Yes. Gary Dauberman, who, wrote, you may know from It, The Nun, Annabelle Comes Home, is writing and directing. It's follows the story of a writer who returns back to his hometown, and he finds out now that it's been, overtaken by vampires or something.
Like the whole town is under the control of a... master vampire.
But it has been in development hell for a while now, which never bodes well for a film, ever.
Right.
You know, if it's stuck, if it is stuck in, you know,
there's some issues, right? Something is going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to going really, really right. Yeah.
So that's Salem's Lot. It's coming. Don't know when. There's no date for it that has been set yet, but I'm not really interested in that one. Yeah. But we felt like we should include it on the list and inform all of you.
Now you all know what's happening. If you didn't already. You guys are already so informed. I feel like our horror fam is more up on stuff than we are half the time.
So, you guys are awesome. You know, we are finished with our list, so we'll sit here and chat for just a few minutes with you kind folks.
Yeah. Is there anything else we missed that you guys are looking forward to? We know JP brought up Kill Her Goats.
Yeah.
We'll have to check out that trailer. So he says it's the best trailer he's seen for the year yet. So it's either amazing or he's tricking us again like he did with Glory Hole or Glory or Glorious or whatever it was called. It was about glory holes. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and end our poll right now. So our poll was, is horror on the rise in 2023? I mean, I think it is. Like, there's a lot of movies on this list and some that I really want to see. I think horror is definitely on the rise, definitely
probably
on the uptick.
All good that stuff like actually gets to end up in theaters now, right? We're back in the theater, y'all.
Yes! And I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to end the poll and we're going to look at the results. Is horror on the rise in 2023? 85% of the votes said yes!
Yay! Everyone's excited!
Horror! We're glad you're back! You're not dead! I knew you could pull through horror. It was just going to take some time. Oh my god. So, Juno says there's going to be an independent horror movie coming out this year, and Shelley Duvall from The Shining is going to be in that movie. Cool! Briggs and DOD have brought up The Strangers 3 through 5, which is going to be directed by Rennie Harlan, whom y'all may know from Devil's Pass, Die Hard 2, and A Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Interesting.
Yes.
Kind of.
You know, Rennie and The Exorcist, the beginning. Not Dominion. He was the one who got the call after the original director messed up. So the Rennie Harlan, the joke with him is that he is the king of sequels. He doesn't get...
That's what he does. It's what he do.
Yeah, so...
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's our good old Rennie Harlan.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so hopefully he does well, because I really like The Strangers. I liked... One is obviously the best, but I also liked part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, one is better.
Part 2 was fun. Good. My girl, Dollface. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they threw her another. Please just give her one great quote per movie and I'll be happy, because she is 2 for 2 for me.
I kind of just don't understand how there is a sequel.
Who cares? They're just, well,
it's like any good slasher film, right? Exactly. They all died, but they didn't really. And
somebody is picking up the knife.
Right.
You know, it's like Ghostface. He just gets an endless amount of imposters. Copycat killers. You know how it is, babe. For all, like, the copycat killer stuff we've seen, isn't it crazy how, like, that just shit doesn't happen in real life? Like, the Ted Bundy copycat murderer. The Jeffrey Dahmer copycat killer.
Yeah.
Like, we never get that shit in real life. But, like,
no.
Horror fans fantasize about it a lot.
Like, a lot.
Like,
there is no, serial killer, mass murderer that doesn't get copycatted, right? In horror.
Oh, man. So, Jonas wants to know thoughts on the Last of Us show. We have not watched it yet. I played the video game, which was really good. And I need to get you to play the video game with me. We might do that live on stream.
Okay.
Because that's might be becoming a thing for us.
Deal.
But really good game. So we haven't got to watch the show yet, but I wouldn't mind checking it out. Like, I've seen nothing but positive things being said about it.
Where is it? Where can we watch it?
I think it's on HBO.
Okay. Cool.
I believe it is on HBO. Patty is piecing out to go get dinner. Oh my god. Gonna leave us.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Satisfy
we love you.
their need for hunger.
Well, yeah.
Or for food.
Their need
for hunger.
For the hunger.
For the hunger. I can't believe that. That is so selfish of you guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thank you for coming in. We love you so much. Take care, John Hackman. Also getting some grub. Okay, so Juno wants to know what is the worst film of 2022. For her, she says Prey because it was terrible and just a snooze fest.
Okay.
JK is saying he feels like Halloween Ends is up there for the worst of 2022, and I am with JK. I feel like I did not like Prey.
Firestarter was really bad as well.
The Firestarter remake was bad. The thing about Halloween Ends
between those two.
That's true. But it's like Halloween Ends is so bad. I remember after I watched it, I just sat there and I could not believe I just watched, the worst. This is some shit right here. The worst Halloween film in the franchise came out in 2022.
I remember you said that. I remember.
Like, you guys have a blueprint. I wasn't the biggest fan of Halloween 2018. As you know, it was mediocre. It was 5 out of 10 for me. Okay. Halloween 2018 was 5 out of 10. Nothing special, nothing terrible.
Right. Not outrageously horrible, but not great either.
Yeah. But holy shit, the 2 sequels that followed was like... They could have just made 2 more versions of Halloween 2008 that just follow that same formula, and they would have skated by. I'd have been like, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that surprised me the most about Halloween Ends is I didn't think they could make a movie worse than Halloween Kills.
Surprise!
Yep. I mean, and it was moderately enjoyable just for the kill count. Like, there were some creative kills that we enjoyed. We enjoyed some of the side characters. Yep. And I still thought, like, okay. It can't be worse than that. Like, so it won't be surprise. Like...
We had no idea. We had no idea that was going to unfold like that. I remember, my friend called me and was like, dude, if you can... He's like, I need you to watch this. I need somebody to talk to about this movie. And he just flat out told me, because, like, I tried to guess. He's like, dude, this movie is so bad that you couldn't possibly... He's like, give me the worst thing you can think of for a Halloween sequel. And I did, and he's like, no, you didn't get it. And, like, I went and watched that movie, and my guess was better than what...
Your guess about what a bad movie would have been.
Yes.
Was better than what actually happened.
Than what actually happened, and I'm like, I can't even think that bad.
Yeah.
I can't even think that bad. So, worst of 2022, Halloween Ends has to take it. And, I'm with Juno on saying Prey was bad. It was, but it wasn't Halloween Ends level.
No.
It sure was.
Or it wasn't for us, right? Like, not for us. Like, I enjoyed Prey more.
Yes. Yes. Juno, if you're peacing out, have a great night. I thank you so much for coming in. What else? What else do we have to look forward to in 2023? We're I
mean, there's a lot of other horror films coming out. Those are just the ones that we chose to mention. There's a lot of, like... movies coming out on Shudder and on...
Yeah. You never know. There might be some sleepers out there.
Oh, for sure.
That, people start talking about and we're like, hey, we got to check that out. For instance, Deadstream was one we watched recently that was really good.
Did you guys see Deadstream? Has anyone else seen Deadstream? Necros, who turned us on to it.
Yeah. It was really good. I really liked it. Before we start losing, because I know we're at the end of this show, basically, and before we start losing too many people, I do want to say, next week, we're going to have a special guest. Jerry Montano.
That's next week?
That is next week. I locked it down tonight.
Awesome.
Jerry Montano, the bassist of bands like Hell Yeah, Nothing Face, and Danzig, is going to be joining me for a horror memorabilia show and tell show.
Fun!
Yes. So awesome. We're going to pick a few things and show them from our collection and show them off on live stream.
Rad.
And like I said, these shows will be every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Mark it in your calendar. Guaranteed. It's happening indefinitely. You can turn, if you have a 2028 calendar, I don't care. Go through every Thursday, 8 p.m. Talk Horror's doing a live stream, period.
I love it. This is a merging of your horror fandom and your metal fandom.
Exactly. Because I'm fans of Nothing Face, Hell yeah, and Danzig. I mean, for God's sakes, there's a damn guitar sitting right here beside of me. I mean, so, and a very large amp. So,
yeah.
So, yes, next week we'll be having a special guest. And that is...
metal royalty, even.
Yes.
That's badass. I love it.
That is badass.
Yeah.
And that's the first of many.
Cool.
That is the first of many I have lined up. And like I said, we are just going to be experimenting soon with doing live streams on, maybe some gameplays on another night, but Thursdays are dedicated to podcast and podcast topics only.
Awesome.
So.
Perfect.
Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. We have some videos coming up. Like I said, if we hit this goal, we'll go see Cocaine Bear. And we will film the day with us and our thoughts before we see it and after. Do a little review.
They don't want to send us to Cocaine Bear.
They don't want us to go see Cocaine Bear. What movie are you most excited about us seeing and doing a review for it then? Let me ask that. If you don't want to see Cocaine Bear, what would you want to see?
What does everybody want us to watch?
Yes. Thunder Thursday. That's right, Grassman. That's right, baby. Hell yeah.
Gameplay would be fun, so DOD is signing up for our gameplay nights.
So we've been going through the Resident Evil series, prepping for Resident Evil 4. The remake of that bad boy.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But we do have some stuff coming up. I have a film project to shoot happening very soon. We were actually, I was discussing that last night.
Yeah.
And making plans for that. We are going to go see some movies in theaters. My birthday's coming up. I have Valentine's plans for you. Yes, you.
Yes.
Yeah, John, you like that beard, bro? Look at that, man.
It's got a beautiful beard, right?
I do, don't I?
And we keep it silky soft. And
yes.
He brushes it and oils it.
Oil it, brush it.
I give it scratches.
Anna buries her face in it and gives it that good juju.
Sometimes it smells so good.
Yes.
Yeah, no dirty beard around here.
Jonas says, I'm drinking that good old Heine. You are right, sir. Daughter of Death says, Briggs needs to finish Resident Evil 4. Absolutely. Don't move on until you finish that, because once you get used to the newer controls...
Oh, it's all over.
Yeah, you will not want to go back.
It was so hard to try to play 4 after playing the other remakes. So hard.
But we've been enjoying playing Resident Evil 5 so much, and like I said...
More than I thought we would.
And it's... I wouldn't even consider it necessarily a Resident Evil game, but because of the couch co-op. Yeah. It is so fun. It has such a fun co-op.
Kill her goat stock.
Okay, JP.
Oh my God.
JP wants us to watch that and review it.
I know. With its trouble. Big trouble.
Oh, man. Nate says he has school Thursday. He doesn't care. He's still tuning in. Thank you, Nate. You're a total badass, man. You're always here, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate all of you who show up. Thank you for being part of the horror fam. I'm seeing a lot of the membership icons right there beside of your names.
That's right. You know what I've got?
What do you have? What do you have? What are you doing over there? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Come on, silly goosey.
Dragon Blues is doing something crazy over here. I have no idea what she's up to.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Yes!
A member for 27 months?
Yes. I was your very first.
Oh my goodness.
What should we do to celebrate?
I don't know. What do you think we should do to celebrate? Is there...
I know.
What are you going to do?
Let's see if I can figure out how to do it.
What are you going to do? What's Dragon Blues is doing something crazy here. Oh my goodness. What is this? JK a member for 27 months.
Yay, JK!
And they're both repping the Mouth of Madness emote icon beside of their names because they've been members for so long. JP is wanting us to check out the cocaine or the Kill Her Goats trailer so bad. We're gonna have to, man. We'll check that out ASAP.
We'll do it
ASAP. What? What in the hell?
But it did.
It's going on.
It didn't let me choose who though.
Tim Drake 335.
What?
You gifted Tim Drake 335 a channel membership.
It didn't let me choose.
Well, hey. Hey. Dragon Blues has gifted 1 Rising from the Grave memberships to viewers. You are a total badass.
Yay! We have a new member and he doesn't even know it.
Yes! I don't know if Tim Drake is in here, but either way, man, you have been gifted a channel membership from Dragon Blues. Hey!
You're welcome.
You're welcome, brother. Oh my goodness. I know Tim's been around for a while, so yeah, that is really cool. That is a really cool way to celebrate.
That's like a new fun thing.
Yeah.
That I can do now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yay.
Yay. So Tim, if you're in here, man, you gotta let us know. I don't know how that works.
He's gonna get that notification and be told. I really thought I'd be able to gift somebody who was here in the chat. Which would make it less frightening. Right now, this guy's gonna get an email and be like, "Does somebody have my credit card? What just happened?" Well, hopefully it'll say that he was gifted a membership. Right?
Yeah, I hope so.
It'll say that.
I hope so.
I have faith. It will. It'll say that he was.
I hope so. Instead, you're gonna be responsible for giving somebody a heart attack.
Right? Like somebody's got my credit card.
Yeah. Oh my
Somebody
goodness.
did something. What just happened?
Oh my
It
goodness.
absolutely should let you choose somebody.
Absolutely. Totally agreed.
Yeah.
Oh man. Gifting memberships. I can't believe that.
Isn't that a fun little thing?
It is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Oh my goodness.
That's a fun thing.
Yeah. So congratulations, Tim Drake, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
You'll get all the perks of being a TalkHorror channel member, of which there are plenty, including those sweet emojis JK just threw out there. Check that out.
Nice.
My favorite is totally the Reagan.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Which one do you think is my favorite?
Your favorite, I'm going to go with Billy, just because of how he looks.
Nope.
No. It's Ash.
Ash. It's well.
Oh, Bruce Campbell's.
I also really like Leatherface. So it's the two chainsaw wielding dudes. I just think
What is it about you and chainsaws?
they terrify me.
That's true.
They do.
You know what? We need more channel members so that way we can get a cocaine bear emoji.
What would that even look like?
I don't know. But we need a cocaine bear emoji. I know that. That'd be so badass.
Would be. Lime green dress socks.
How did he know?
He knows you. He's got your number.
Wait a minute. Is Grassman living in our basement?
Yeah.
Grassman? I never could have expected this. Oh my god. Okay, my friends, so we're going to go ahead and start shutting this down. We've went 19 minutes over. We wanted to just talk about the upcoming horror movies of 2023 we're excited about. We'd like to thank every single one of you for being in here, being badass. It's so great.
Yeah.
So great.
Don't miss next week.
Next week, mark it on your calendars, 8 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, Jerry Montano from Danzig, Hell Yeah, and Nothing Face. He's going to be our stream guest. And we're going to be showing off our favorite horror memorabilia. Yeah. Or at least ones that have a cool story.
Yeah.
You know, because I have some that's not necessarily my favorite, but the story behind it
is awesome.
Is pretty like, what?
Which kind of tips it over into favorite.
It may. It may. It may. Yeah, I don't get rid of stuff like that have just a really cool story behind it. Aww. But that's yours. So I can't use them.
I know, I'm so suddenly becoming like a horror memorabilia collector.
Yeah.
On accident.
On accident. That's what happens when you're around me, baby.
Right? I've got a tater sack Jason and
a
little plushy vampire.
Heck yeah. Thunder Thursdays, baby. I like it.
Yep.
All right, my friends. Y'all take care out there. And until next time, look horror.
Listen horror.
Talk horror. Wah, 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 wah.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.